First of all, I would like to thank the mercy of God, great virtue of our holy masters and teachers, kindness of transmitters, lecturers, and all of you to give me this opportunity to share those topics. The reason we also introduce the introduction, try to introduce the Guan-Yin Bodhisattva, because today, let's see her beautiful and dignified appearance. You can see that, okay? That's Guan-Yin Bodhisattva. Usually we celebrate 3 days for the Buddhas. One is the birthday, the other day is the day she received the Tao, and the last day is she become Buddha, become Bodhisattva. So all of us have birthday and the day we're going to leave this world. But the other days we have received the Tao. So February 19th in the lunar month is her birthday. And June 19th, lunar month, is the day she received Tao. And today is the September 19th, lunar month, is the day she was enlightened, the day she became Bodhisattva. Okay, so that's why all of us going to have 3 days. We used to have 2 days only. Now, include the day we have received Tao. So we will have 3 days. Okay, 3 important days. Okay, so today is September 19th in lunar month. Okay. So every time the Guan-Yin Bodhisattva came to the temple or go out, she has 2 angels to go with her. One is Sancai Tongzi. Okay, the other, that's what you can see in the right hand side. The other one is a dragon girl, always goes with her. 2 angels always go with her, no matter where she goes. Okay. Guan-Yin Bodhisattva, sometimes we call Lady Bodhisattva. Okay, you can see the picture on the right hand side. And she was the 3rd princess in Tang Dynasty. Okay, in order to attain the Tao, she gave up the luxuries of her palace life. She suffered a lot of hardships. She has suffered a lot of hardship in order to just attain to receive Tao. So today, a lot of people worship her because when people face the difficulty or challenges or some kind of disasters, she always there to save them. She always there to save them. So you can see next pictures, a lot of people in different temples globally, especially in Japan. A lot of people had a temple at home, Guan-Yin Buddha. They worship the Guan-Yin Bodhisattva. So you can see in different countries, okay? Everywhere, worship her, to say thank you to her. And then there's one statement from Guan-Yin Bodhisattva. She said, if we do not understand the truth, that means the Tao principle and true nature, then how do we cultivate? How do we cultivate? So the reason we are here today, all of us here today, we try to learn a little bit about Tao principles and Tao truths, so we can apply the Tao to our daily lives. We can apply the Tao to our daily life. Okay, next topic, the most important topic we're going to talk about today is the benefit of receiving, cultivating, and propagating Tao. The benefits of receiving, cultivating, and propagating Tao. Why? Why do we need to receive Tao? Why do we need to cultivate and propagate Tao? We're going to talk of some terms. We're going to hear those terms in future class a lot. Okay, and then just try to. We may not remember all the details, but just try to understand the main point. What is Tao? What is Tao? We always ask. We need to receive Tao. What is Tao? Tao is the source of everything, source of all things. It's the origin. Okay. Sometimes we call God. We don't call Tao is God. Tao is the 明明上帝. Tao is 老母. Tao is our spiritual mother. Okay, so we have different name here. Okay, when, in the future, when we heard about Tao, we talk about meaning Sangdi, we talk about God, we talk about Lao Mu, we talk about spiritual mother. That's Tao. Okay, it's hard to remember the details. A lot of the detail we're going to introduce more and more down the road. Even we're going to talk about difference between Tao and religions, but just try to get some simple concept. Tao is the essence of universe. Essence means the main and important part of universe. Tao, because Tao create everything, like God create everything for all of us. Okay, so try to remember that. So Tao is the root. The root is the source of everything. Okay. So try to remember just a root, just a source for all things. A few things here is Tao is the way of cultivation. Why do we need to cultivate? Because we are all Buddha. We are all Buddha reborn. Don't forget, all of us. Either we are saints or Buddha reborn. Don't forget. Okay. Qigong Buddha, Living Buddha, Guan-Yin Bodhisattva, or other saints and Buddha keep reminding us all the time. We are the Buddha. We are the saints from heaven or absolute heaven originally. We forgot to go. We forgot a way to go back. We forgot. We don't know how to go back. So we're going to introduce a little bit. But we need to cultivate. We need to propagate down to accumulate enough merits or credits and becomes virtuous people to go back. Okay? Like the Guan-Yin Bodhisattva, she attained true Tao and she was enlightened. So we need to, it's a way to enlightenment, become a Buddha or sense. Tao can help us to do that. Tao also help us, all the lost spirits. We are the lost spirits. Find a way to go back to our original home. That is absolute heaven. Okay? And Tao also help to avoid the reincarnation and reincarnation and help us to return to absolute heaven. We're going to talk more detail next. Yeah, let's just get some rough ideas first. Next one, we're going to talk about next concept. We're going to hear a lot of, some people call true nature, some people might call Buddha nature. Basically, they are the same. Okay, when Tao manifests or shows or displays in human being, in ourselves, we call true nature. So we have a true nature. Buddha has a true nature. The true nature we have, the same as true Buddha nature. The Buddha has. All the Buddha have the same true nature. No different. They are all come from God. Okay? So sometimes we call true nature, or sometimes we call Buddha nature. Or we can call true self, or we can call clear conscience, Buddha heart, body, spirits. They all, most of the time we call true nature or Buddha nature or true self, most of the time. So in the future, if we hear about true nature, Buddha nature, or true self, they are talking about the same thing, okay? Then we're going to talk about what is true nature, okay? What's different between true nature and our spirits? One thing people always ask, because we try to cultivate Tao, to accumulate enough merits, become a virtuous people, to go back to absolute heaven. We always say we need to make our true nature reveal. We need to bring out our true nature. What is true nature? Okay, all of us, we have spirits, or sometimes we call soul, okay? Souls or spirits. What's different between true nature and our spirits? What's different? What's the difference? Okay. So here I will talk about a little bit, very simple concept. True nature is very pure, innocent nature. Okay. That's what we have originally, what Buddha have originally. But true nature does not have the following things. True nature does not have bad temper. Bad temper. Okay, sometimes we are impatient. Sometimes we are very emotional. Bad temper. True nature does not have those items. Bad habits. Okay, like we like to gamble or do something else. No, that's bad habits. True nature does not have attachment. All the material stuffs, like pursuing fame, power, wealth, over pursuing, attached to it. True nature does not have that. Desires, because our 6 organs, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, body, mind, create a problem, created karma for us, or for all of us, desires. True nature does not have 3 poisons. What are the 3 poisons? Greed, anger, stubbornness, or sometimes we call ignorance. Okay? True nature does not have that. Or true nature does not have like or dislike, 2 sides. Because once we go to one side, we like them, or we don't like them, we create a big karma. Then we have to suffer the consequence. We have to pay for the result. That's why we create a reincarnation for all of us. So we can continue. So now remember, true nature does not have bad temper, bad habit, attachment, desire, 3 poisons, greed, anger, and stubbornness, and like or dislike, 2 sides. Okay? Keep the middle path. Keep the middle path. Let true nature in charge. So true nature is very pure, innocent nature. However, our spirits, our souls, have those items. So to cultivate, we need to start to get rid of all those following items. We will not be able to get rid of everything in our lifetime, but let go as much as we can. Let go as much as we can, okay? When we cultivate to a certain degree, the day we go back to heaven, absolute heaven, we will continue to cultivate. But since we have a physical body, so it's much easier to cultivate. Don't wait until the day we have to leave this world, then they say, go to heaven, we're going to cultivate. No, because it's very slow when we cultivate in heaven, absolute heaven. Because a lot of people just to learn how to take a bow, take them years, 2 years, some people 6 years to learn how to take a bow. Because at that time, we don't have physical body, okay? So we need to learn as much as we can. We need to get rid of all those stuff which our true nature do not have. So sometimes we say we have to let our true nature in charge. Means don't bring out those features out. Okay? That's why we need to learn that. Okay? So I just try to introduce the difference between true nature and our spirits. Next one, we're going to talk about reincarnation. What is reincarnation? Reincarnation is a cycle of birth, death, rebirth. Reincarnation is a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Okay. We didn't know we have been reincarnation for 60,000 years already. When Buddha, Guan-Yin Bodhisattva, or other Buddha taught us, we have been reincarnating for 60,000 years. I say no way. No way. I don't even remember. We all of us. That's why Buddha have been taught us, and Bodhisattva taught us. We have been reincarnating for 60,000 years. We couldn't go back. We don't know how to go back. That's why we are here. We are very, very a fortunate group to be able to receive Tao, to cultivate and propagate Tao. Okay? We are the fortunate group. Holy teacher, living Qigong Buddha always tell us, we are the most fortunate group in this universe. Okay? Let's talk about a little bit on this one, on this chart. Everyone should try to remember the main part of this chart. We have all the angels, little angels, all the kids in their kids class. Do you know what? Most of the kids can draw this picture already. So we need to remember this picture. This is our earth. Okay? This is underworld. The left-hand side bottom is underworld. The temporary heaven in the middle, and the absolute heaven on the top. Okay. Most people, when we receive Tao, we are in earth. When we receive Tao, where do we go? Where do we go? When we receive Tao, we can go to absolute heaven, okay? But we need a lot of merit. We need merits or called credit. We need merits or credit. But if we have a lot of karma, bad karma, we do so many bad things. The absolute heaven, they also have a jail there for a lot of bad people who have received Tao. So we have to be careful there. Why? Because absolute heaven also have a jail there to lock bad people who are Tao members. Okay? Could be transmitter, could be lectures, could be temple hosts. So after we receive Tao, we need to keep doing good things. Be a good people, help the sentient being. Means help the animal and human being. And then what happens if the person have not received Tao, he or she does so many good things, donate money, donate all kinds of stuff, whatever his time or her time, to help all sentient beings. Sentient being means human being and animal. Where did they go? They go to temporary heaven in the middle. Okay? So those people who have not received Tao donate $1 billion, help all sentient beings. They might go to temporary heaven. Becomes what? They have a position there. Some people might become temporary saints, the saints in temporary heaven. But those saints only have 300 or 500 years normally. They have to come down to reborn again. There's one general in Sangguo dynasty. He has 1700 years, the saints in temporary heaven. Zhao Zilong, general. But most people only have 300, 500 years. Most saints in temporary heaven, around 300 and 500 years only. They have to come down reborn. Okay, either side. And we only don't think saints in temporary heaven will reborn as a human being here or animal. No, sometimes they reborn to underworld. Why? Because they are very arrogant. When they become the saints in temporary heaven, they are very arrogant. They might go to different area. Okay, human being in the earth can receive Tao, cultivate and propagate Tao, can directly go to absolute heaven. So we are very, very fortunate. This is the only way today we can go back. Okay, as saints and Bodhisattva keep telling us. Even God came down, our Holy Mother, spiritual mother came down to tell us that. Okay, or we can uplift, or some ancestor, usually parents only for most normal people. But we need a lot of merits, credit to help them, to uplift them to absolute heaven from underworld, from hell. So you can see this white line here, earth, temporary heaven, and underworld, hell. This is called reincarnation. We cannot get out from this reincarnation. We have been here for 60,000 years already. That's why all the Bodhisattva keep talking, all of us. We have been stuck here for 60,000 years. And I could not believe that, okay, in the beginning. I didn't know that. Until they taught us little by little, we start to understand we have been here for 60,000 years. So in order for us to receive Tao, it's not easy. Okay, we can talk about it. Today, why? Sometimes when we want to go out to introduce Tao to some people tell us, the person told us, he or she has good heart. She's good or she is good. Let's talk about gentlemen. he is a good man. He do so many good things in the life, help so many people. Why does he need to receive that? Why? Why? A good person. Why not? I'm good. I used to say that, talk to transmitter, they asked me to receive that. I told them I always do good things, help people. Why do I need to receive that? You know what? The good heart, good people only bring the fortune to our life, this lifetime, or the future lives only. But you won't avoid the reincarnation. So we talk about reincarnation. So we keep sucking to the reincarnation, right? Now we know what is reincarnation. Okay. So we talk about we stuck in earth, temporary heaven, and underworld, the hell. We stuck in this cycle of reincarnation. Birth, death, and rebirth. We stuck here. We couldn't get out from here. Okay. So good people do good things only help us to stay here. We might be able to good life in the earth, become saints in temporary heaven. However, we need to reincarnate. Okay. Next thing is the Buddha nature. Our true nature came from God, came from absolute heaven. So we need to go back to our original home. That is absolute heaven. Okay. We need to go back there. Okay. We have a position there. So our Holy Mother, the God, always tell us we need to go back to our original position in heaven to reunite with her. Okay. Why the Tao is available? Let's see why the Tao is available today. Okay. The God is so kind. Does not want good people to suffer, to face the disaster. Today, there are so many disasters, so many hardship, so many suffering, so many struggles globally, everywhere. Okay, there's war, there's earthquake, there's disaster, there's flood, all kinds of things happening, fire, all kinds of things happening. Okay, 2 weeks ago, just in Indonesia, there was a soccer game. At the end of soccer game, there's 2 teams. All the audience got into the there's a violence in between among all this audience. 170 people died. Why? So so many disasters everywhere. Okay, and Buddha keep tell us, all of us, our physical body. Sometimes we think we are physical body very important. Oh, we are taken care of very well. However, our physical body will not last forever. Only last maybe 100 years, 120 years. That's it. We say we have big house, big car. We are wealthy. So by the time we leave this world, we are ready to leave this world. What happened? They don't belong to all of us. So we only have the right to use it. We don't have the right to own it. Sometimes we need to wake up. That's why Buddha wants us to wake up. Why? Those stuff, material stuff, will not be there forever. Those stuff, sometimes we over pursuing. We spend all lifetime trying to pursue all this material stuff. Try to have famous, wealthy. Try to what? All the good stuff, but don't over pursue. That's not what we are doing. Okay, as long as we have enough to survive, that's all we needed. But we need to take care of our true nature. Why? Because true nature will not die. Our true nature will not die. Okay, our true nature is the same true nature of Buddha had. Okay, the same. We need to let our true nature reveal. We need to bring our true nature. And then we know now, all of us, we have a spirit. We have true nature. But we know the difference between true nature and our spirits already. Our spirits have a lot of attachment. desires, 3 poisons, bad habits, bad tempers, all those stuff. We need to start to get rid of them. Okay, get rid of them. That's why we call cultivation. The other things now is available to try to help us to avoid reincarnation. Okay, avoid the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Sometimes in between birth and death, we get old, we get sick. Okay, a lot of people, all of us went through these kind of cycles. Okay, all of us. Even we are healthy, we are famous. Okay, even we are famous or we are rich, doesn't matter. We will get old, we'll get sick, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is part of reincarnation. Next one, Sakyamuni Buddha. This is some people call Gautama Buddha. I think that we have some mental members today from Bhutan and Nepal. They know more than we do because Sakyamuni Buddha was born in Nepal. Okay, in Nepal. Then he was the princess. Then he was a prince in this dynasty. Then you know what? He find out even he was prince. He's going to be a king. However, he saw his people are suffering. Some are dying. Some are suffering. Some are got sick. So he tried to find out a way to avoid suffering for his people, for himself. So he's looking for the enlightened masters. Try to find out how to avoid suffering and reincarnation. Later on, he find out true nature because not everybody knows true nature. Before we have this class, before we have different class in Tao Center, we didn't know what is true nature, what is Buddha nature. Okay, if we can let our Buddha nature or true nature in charge of our daily life, don't let our 6 organs, our eyes, nose, mouth, ears, body, mind in charge, because our 6 organs create a lot of big karmas for all of us. So that's why we suffer. That's why we have to reincarnate. Okay, so we need to let our true nature, the Buddha nature in charge. Then one day we will be what? Enlightened. We will become saints and Buddha like Gautama Buddha. Okay, Sakyamuni Buddha. We will like Guan-Yin Bodhisattva. We'll be like Qigong Living Buddha. But don't wait until the day. Oh, one day I want to become a Buddha. No, we keep Holy Teacher always, Holy Qigong Living Buddha always talk. When today we go out to help people, we help people to explain the Tao to them. Try to bring that Tao bring them to receive Tao. No matter they receive Tao or not, we are Buddha at that moment already. We are the Buddha at that moment. We are not waiting for the day we want to go to heaven to become saints of Buddha. No. When we go out to help sentient beings, to help the human being and animals, we go out to help them. We are the Buddha already at that moment. Okay? Yeah. So it's not easy. But Buddha always try to remind all of us. We can see sometimes some people can receive Tao so quickly and easy. Some people are not, because their affinity are not mature. Their affinity are not mature. Then Buddha always keep talking to us, especially our Holy Qigong teacher. So we have to cultivate over 3 lifetimes before this life. Otherwise, we have no chance to receive Tao. Okay? We have to cultivate more than 3 lifetimes before we can receive Tao. Okay? So that's why some people may not be able to receive Tao. It depends on their affinity, depends on what they have done in previous life. Human beings, we only see of our current lives. We say, why me? Why have to suffer? Why some people don't have to suffer like I do? Why me? But we, Holy Teacher, Living Qigong Buddha, always tell us, don't look just this lifetime. We have to look the previous past life, all the past many lives we have done. But we don't know, we forgot. That's a reason there, okay? And then Buddha also said, unless we cultivate more than 5 lifetimes, otherwise we cannot attend the Dharma classes, okay? Unless we have cultivated more than 5 lifetimes before this life, otherwise we will not be able to attend the Dharma classes. So all of us, even we attend the staff member class today, we are more than 5 lifetimes at least, okay? Some people could be 7, 10, 20 lifetime or more. So we are very, very fortunate and lucky group, okay? You see even the monk, they have to receive Tao. That's in Thailand, okay? See, they are Buddhists, they are in religion. Why do they have to receive Tao? Religion, there's no conflict. There's no conflict between religion and Tao. No conflict, okay? The monk has to receive Tao, okay? All of us, after we receive Tao, each one of us will have a lotus flower in heaven, each one of us. And then the lotus flower will have our name there. Will have our name there, okay? And when we have a lot of merits, we are virtuous people, then the lotus flowers are blooming. But if we don't cultivate, we don't have merits, we don't have enough virtue, what happened? The lotus flowers are dying, okay? So there's one channel media, the Miss Li Xianbao. So she can see all those the lotus flower. So everybody in the temple always very interesting to ask her, how is my lotus flower doing? So and she told most of them, say, most of you lotus flowers are dying. So we have to make sure our lotus flowers are not dying. Keep doing good things, okay? Bring people to receive Tao, help the temple, help the human being and animals. There are so many, the Tao is widely spread all over the world, over 88 countries. I just take a few pictures to show all of you. This is the one in Japan, okay? That's the one in Malaysia, okay? And then the one on the top is Los Angeles. The left-hand side is also the temple in California. I think they find out this temple is too small already. So they bought the land in Cherry Hill, in California. They bought 22 to 23 acres to build all the temple and build all the apartment for the Tao members. Yeah, apartment for Tao members to purchase. Then they will have a big temple in the front of this land, big land. They just bought it there a while ago. And this is the temple in Malaysia. The bottom one is in the Philippines, okay? Then those are the temple in where? In our Hua-Yi temple in Taiwan, okay? In Nantou. So some of us have been there a few times already. Then every time we have a big activities in Taiwan, most people can go there. We're going to live there for one night. Usually we stay there at least for one night. Okay, like in 1 week, we will have our 50th anniversary of our predecessor, Da-De Zhenjun. He was attended the Buddhahood 50 years ago. Okay, 50 years anniversary. It's been a while. Okay, so there were big activity in Taiwan. So usually when we go there, they will bring us to go to this area to see the temples, different areas. So hopefully down the road, if some of us have not been there, we'll have opportunity to go there. And this is the pictures in Africa, policies all over the place. I only can take a few pictures to show. This is in Nepal, old days. Okay, today probably they don't have to sit down on the floor. Old days. Yeah. Next topic, we're going to talk about the benefits of receiving Tao. The benefit. What is the advantage? What do I need to receive Tao? First thing, help us to encounter fewer calamities or disasters. So even escape from the disaster. So that's pretty good, right? That's very important. Sometimes we don't want the disaster to happen to all of us. So it will help us. We're going to talk about some example here. Next one will be, can help us to what? Avoid the reincarnation. Avoid the reincarnation. We know what is reincarnation already. Try to save all the sentient beings, human beings and animals, okay, from reincarnation. What benefit all our ancestors? Okay, we talk about how we give you some example. Number 4 will change our faith. If we can cultivate, accumulate enough merits, virtues, what? We'll have good life, good faith, good fortune in our life, current life or future life. Then we understand what is true nature, each person. We have the true nature like Buddha had. Those true nature are from God, okay, are from God. That's why we say we are the children of God, okay? All of us, include Buddha, we are the children of God. We're going to see a few true stories. This is the first one we talk about benefit of receiving Tao. Help us to encounter fewer calamity or even escape from disaster. Everyone see the building on the bottom left? This is the building, our temple, one of our temple in the east coast of Hualien in Taiwan, okay? It just happened on September 19th, less than 4 weeks ago. Just happened in earthquake there, 6.8 degrees. And then everybody think about this is the one in here. Everybody think this is downstairs. No, this is second floor. Everything crashed down. First floor is here. Everybody see the picture on the left, on the top, on the right side. Second floor, and the downstairs is underneath already. Underneath already. So everybody see the next picture on the right-hand side, the bottom right. This here is first floor. This is second floor. And this is the post of the first floor. See the post protruded out. So all came down. So this is the third floor. This is the second floor. And first floor is downstairs. Underneath. It's crashed. Okay, just earthquake happened. And what happened on this earthquake happened? There's a Dharma class in Taiwan, in this temple, on September 17th and 18th. Usually we have 2 days or 3 days Dharma class. They have 2-day Dharma classes. Okay, and then Dharma class is in downstairs on first floor. You can see here. And then after, usually Saturday and Sunday Dharma class. And then after the first day of Dharma class, Saturday night. And the Buddha canceled the Dharma class on second day, Sunday, Dharma class. Buddha canceled the Dharma class on day 2. Then it crashed, the earthquake came, the building collapsed. Then you see downstairs, all the Dharma members will be here if they have a Dharma class. If they had a Dharma class, all the members will be here. All the members will be underneath, will be crushed inside. You see, the Buddha saved all the people, all those people from the temple. The other things interesting, this lady on the right-hand side, the lady on the left-hand side is a TV reporter. I saw this report on the TV in Taiwan. So this on them the following day after the earthquake, the TV reporter went to this area to find out all the damage. This lady take care of all the buildings. There's only her was there. Only her was there normally. She lived upstairs, second floor. However, she usually on downstairs every day, try to help clean all the temples. She went out. She went out for 40 minutes to take care of things. 40 minutes. She went out for 40 minutes to take care of things. When she came back, earthquake crashed the building. So the first floor is underneath. So she said, if she was in the temple, she would die. She would be underneath in downstairs. So she also escaped from this disaster. So this is just one of the many, tell you, so many of them. I cannot even, how many, I just take a quick example to show every one of us. But there are so many true stories how Buddha's saints can help us, okay? Next one, we're going to talk about this lecture Huang, okay? You talk about life and death are so close. What happened to her? Lecture Huang and Lecture Yu. You see the picture on the right-hand side? Lecture Huang on the left-hand side. Both of us went to Malaysia in Asia to propagate Tao. They are from Taiwan. Okay? But they went to Malaysia, the other country, to propagate Tao. Try to save people. Try to bring people to receive Tao. Try to save the spirits from all the human beings, okay? There was a clash. There was car accidents happened in Malaysia and happened. Both lectures, so should be both lectures Huang and lecture Huang and lecture Yu died. Okay, this is their car. The middle car is their car. The car on the left side is the car hidden. The other car on the right side is the car next to them got hit too. So let's see how bad the car is. Everybody can see how bad the car was? Huh? So both of them died already. Every part of the body got hit. You see the damage on the car, okay? Even the car next to them also very damaged, very bad. You can see how bad the car is, right? Both of them, Mr. Lecture Huang is in front, Lecture Yu was in the back. Both of them died. But in Tao temple, we can, Buddha or Qigong Living Buddha or the Buddha can bring the person, the spirits who died to the temple to reunite, reconnect with all of us, to reconnect all of us. That's the very special evidence in the Tao temple. So this is the Lecture Huang, okay? She died already. However, we're going to talk about what happened to her. So Lecture Yu, this is Lecture Yu. They have a reconnection with her. Buddha bring her to the temple. She talked about what happened. What happened? She said she was so happy to receive Tao. Okay. And then she and Lecture Huang went to Malaysia to cultivate, to propagate Tao, to help the people there. So many, this is Chinese, someone can read Chinese, this is very touching, make us cry, very touching story. So in Tao temple, we can reconnect with Lecture Yu. That's very special. The spirits will not die. Our spirits will not die, okay? Just we can bring them back when we connect with all of us. Tell us what happened on that day. What happened with that story? So this happens all the time in Tao temple, once a while. Then Lecture Yu on the top, okay? On the Lecture Huang on the bottom, okay? They say, Lecture Yu on the top, they say, when they die, Holy Teacher came to the temple, putting 2 lotus flowers, one for each of them, to bring them back. However, Lecture Huang did not want to go back. The one on the Lecture Huang was crying, okay? Begging Holy Teacher. She didn't want to go. She wanted to die. She already died, but she told Holy Teacher she didn't want to go because, why? because she said her father and mother, one is 97, one is 90, the other one is 95. Her children only what? One is 17, one is 15. She took what? Time off to come to Malaysia to propagate Tao. So she cannot die. She cannot die, okay? But so tell you one thing. Most people, when we die, they cannot bring them back. But you know what? She has a very special case. You know what Holy Teacher said? Holy Teacher said, because Lecture Huang has a lot of merits to bring people to receive Tao in Taiwan, in Malaysia. She accumulated so a lot of merit to offset her karma. She was so sincere. So eventually, Holy Teacher keep her alive. She's still talking in the class. This is after Dharma class. She was talking about her story. How can a person die already? And then Qigong Living Buddha can bring her back alive. Unless we have a lot of merits. A lot of merits. They happen to only a few of them. But we need to accumulate enough merits just in case we need it, okay? Just in case we need it. Hopefully we don't need it, but we never know how much karma we have from previous life in this lifetime. Next one is, what are the benefits? The first one is sometimes can reduce or escape from calamities or tragedies. Second one is what? To help us to avoid reincarnation, okay? To help us to avoid reincarnation. This is the most important thing Guan-Yin Bodhisattva keep tell us. In order to receive Tao, the reason we want to receive Tao is to help us to avoid reincarnation, okay? So we don't have to keep reincarnation. One thing we talk about it, when people receive Tao, what happened to them? What kind of evidence we can see from them? So when sincere cultivator of the Tao pass away, of Tao member pass away, cultivators pass away, what happened? Their body going to remain very flexible, very soft. When person pass away, you can see, check their body, not stiff, not rigid, going to be like sleeping. So in the beginning, I did not believe that because I'm an engineer, okay? I always check the body. I check about 6, 7 bodies, dead bodies all the time. So every time when the person passes away, we always double check. Transmitter always double check, make sure the body are flexible, very flexible, very soft, okay? So we're going to see that. No, we know reincarnation, right? So this person, that's a transmitter being's father, okay, and also their family member. She becomes sense already. She passed away already, but usually the body becomes rigid or stiff after 7 to 10 hours later when the person passed away. But even if you can see the person, this is coffin. This person can cross the leg and hold his hand like he's sleeping. We are not afraid of it. It's different, very positive energy there. That's a big difference when the Tao member receive Tao. You can see the big difference there, okay? You can see next picture, the same thing. The middle person, the person passed away already. Like he's sleeping. We hold a hand seal for him, right? And you can see all the Tao, all the members are next to him. They are not afraid of it. You see, that's a big difference when Tao member, when the person received Tao, even the person had to pass away because he was so happy to go. Because if he has enough merits and virtue, then he can go back to absolute heaven. Would be very happy to go. Will not be afraid of it. So you can see the difference. So that's good evidence there. We're going to talk about next evidence. We connect with our transmitter Yu on July 2nd, 2004 in Happy Buddha Temple in New York. And Holy Teacher came to bring her back. Then Holy Teacher in July 2004 to bring her back to reconnect with all of us. I tell you, that day, I think a lot of people were there at the day. Let's see the pictures. I think the Holy Teacher brought her back. She becomes the sense of purification. Okay, that's a transmitter. That's the one on the top. The middle one is transmitter senior Jin, right? In New York headquarters. On the right hand side is transmitter Ray Jin. The one sitting in the middle is our grand predecessor. Okay? So sometimes we think the person passed away already, died already. How can we bring that back? How can we bring that back? Tao Temple can do that, okay? So this is the later, she told in the hospital, she couldn't talk, only write down. Holy Teacher tried to take her back. Not everybody, okay? And Holy Teacher also wrote a song, say that she fulfilled her vow to go back to her original position in absolute heaven. That's a song, okay? We can sing the song, okay? All the time, okay? Very special, very special. Then the other evidence, grand predecessor also bring all the ancestors of Tao members, 29 of them, to reconnect with individual ancestors on May 20, 2013 in Happy Buddha Temple, New York. Grand predecessor brought all the foreign ancestors to the temple to reconnect with their children respectively. Very special, okay? It's 2019 on May 20th, okay? Grand predecessor here. And just quickly go through that. So one person received Tao, the ancestor can benefit. If one person becomes sense of Buddha, and all their ancestors will also transcend too. Okay? Also will go back to absolute heaven. So this is our transmitter Jin's father, become sense of protection law. And then also, you see the transmitter long, and then his parents. Okay, you can see also my father and my father-in-law and mother-in-law. They all have a position in heaven there. I think a lot of Tao members have the position, parents have the position there. So that's just one of the many examples. This is real happening. So we know where they are after they pass away, they leave the world. Where did they go? What position they have in absolute heaven? That's the beauty of Tao. Then our senior Jin transmitter's older sister, she went back. She was an angel, but she decided to make a big vow to come down again. So she was reborn in China right now. We don't know where she is, okay? But she was reborn. What are the benefits of receiving Tao? So also will change our fate, change our fortune, change our luck. So we reduce our karma. But we need to what? Cultivate and by accumulate enough merits and virtue, okay? So we also know the Buddha nature and true nature. And each one of us, we have Buddha nature in ourselves because we are the Buddha reborn. But our Buddha nature, our true nature, we have inside our body. We also have them outside of our body, okay? Not just inside. So I'm making a short conclusion. Tao is not a religion. Tao can save all the spirits. Tao try to bring our true nature out. Try to tell us through cultivation, we can go back our absolute heaven, where we came from originally. We are all children of God. Now, the most important thing is Tao can save us to avoid reincarnation. Everybody should remember today, this class, Tao can save us to avoid reincarnation. Reincarnation means the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Tao can save all of us from reincarnation. Try to remember this one, okay? That's very important. Next one, a few statements from the Holy Qigong Living Buddha. This, everybody should remember those 4 sentences from Holy Qigong Living Buddha. Qigong Living Buddha said, keep happiness and pure thought to become our daily living habit. Keep happiness and pure thought to become daily living habit. Just be happy and have pure, very positive thought every day, okay? Let us become saints and Buddha in this lifetime. Let us become saints and Buddha in this lifetime to become natural and right, become automatically. We can be saints and Buddha when the life is over. We will become saints and Buddha. Next one is, don't forget this lifetime to fulfill our vows to return to absolute heaven. Don't forget to fulfill our vow to return home, where we came from originally. Okay? Our Holy Mother, God is waiting for us there. If we do not become Buddha and receive the position in heaven, in absolute heaven, we will not return to absolute heaven. So Qigong Buddha tried to emphasize, tried to tell us, we are determined. We are determined. We have a strong will. We want to become Buddha. We want to receive the position in heaven. We want to return absolute home, absolute heaven in this lifetime. We want to go back there. Okay. So Holy Teacher wants us to remember those stuff. Okay. Don't forget to fulfill our vow to go back. So at the end, if I said something improperly, I ask forgiveness of God, Holy Master, and Buddhas, and Qigong teachers, and transmitters, lecturers, and all of you to give me some advices. Thank you.